So guys, I'm just in the middle of thinking about dyeing my hair. So, I haven't been blonde at my roots for like 12 months or something now. 10 months. This has grown out quite a lot. Um, that's like, I don't know, at least 7 months of growth. My hair is getting longer. I had a haircut not long ago, so it's probably only grown what I cut off a couple of months ago. So I'm just like rehearsing how I'm gonna dye my hair in my head. But I just thought I'll quickly make the prior video to what my hair looks like beforehand, how much has grown out, my natural base color. My natural hair obviously is there, and this is my normal base color. This is my African violet, washed out a couple of months later. So it's a really good toner as well, using that that purple color. After a couple of months, you know, you get a really good base on, a really good even tone, I guess you can say. I still got a little bit of purple left in there, only a teeny weeny bit, but it's pretty light. So yeah, I will keep thinking and collage all of these together, so then you can see the difference. It's going to be really weird because I haven't been light at my roots for a long time, so I'm just going to try and not make it so dramatic, so I will show you how I'm going to do that later. Okay, so peeps, I have this still processing. It's really light, and that was only a 20 vol, so it's like it would only need one more 20 vol. I didn't go right into my roots because I wanted my roots to have a little bit of some space. Some parts I did obviously get, but considering I haven't bleached my roots in like a year, or nearly maybe 2 years. I know, wait, a year and a half, 2 years, year and a half, 2 years. It took pretty well. Obviously my ends are, you know, really light already. But my hair still feels really good because I bleach bathed it for a wee while, until I just literally wasn't getting a reaction from or, you know, no extra lift in it, considering the process and how bleach works when it doesn't have moisture and dries out. This is actually still wet. Like, it's actually still wet. I'd say it's still actually probably processing. I could probably almost leave it on for another fucking 40 minutes, another hour, and it probably wouldn't do much damage, because it was soaked in wet hair. I then did it again, put some water into it, and it was, yeah, fine. So some parts I probably have missed because I was trying my hardest not to get my roots, because I know roots come on faster. So I was preferring to say, you know, start at my end and bring it up to just before my root, but it expands as well, so, you know, putting it up in a towel and rubbing at it or something like that, it can push through and whatnot. But I'm pretty happy with it actually, because it's pretty much about one bleach away from being the same color as my ends, and so I'm probably going to finish that off this week. But I wanted to use the rest of my bleach and powder that I had here at home, because obviously I'm fucking like 1,000 million miles away from like the closest supermarket, so I would have had to have waited anyway. But I thought I'll use that all up, see if it even works, because I wasn't sure if the ratio would be right because of how much I had left of each one. But it seems to have worked, so that's pretty cool. It did something, so that's good enough for moi. I'm pretty happy with that because I have not been light in my roots for a little while. It's a little weird. It's a little intriguing. I'll add to this soon. I'm just going to go and wash this out and get comfy, and yeah, I probably won't tone it because it's pretty light. Like, I think if I toned it, it would tone, but it wouldn't probably match my ends just yet. There's still a bit of orange in there. If I put a blue dye on there, it would probably rip that orange in half, but rip it a new asshole. But I'm not ready to do that yet. I usually will bleach until I am as light as in here. Pretty much. So we'll give that a jam in a couple more days and let this settle. And I'm just gonna go and throw it into a big conditioning bomb pretty much with some oils, and wait for my stuff to arrive in the mail, and I will collage all of these together. This is Salon Smart, the brand, 20 vol and blue bleach powder. So you can actually buy that just on Trade Me. It's like $30. It's fucking cheap as shit, but yeah, so not too shabby though. It's a little different being this light, but I might test the toner strand. I might tone just from here at the front with my Fanola and see how well it cleans it up. I'm not actually sure if I'm light enough. I don't think I am light enough, but I might be. I've done that before too, where I've thought I'm not light enough, but it's actually taken, and then my hair's like silver already, and I'm like, wow. But anyhow, I will get back to you guys on this video. Okay, so I've washed and conditioned. I will go back in on this again because I wanted to leave my roots originally, but it looks like it's spread to my roots anyway. But it's pretty even. Like, it's not like it's like taken too badly at the roots only and not at the ends. It's pretty much all the same level throughout. There's a couple of places where I've obviously missed, but I will get them next time because I only had a certain amount of bleach and I wanted to see if it would even do anything. I'm just gonna pause this in a second and finish up my fucking dinner and then test strand a Fanola up at the front here. So I'll be back. I did my Fanola on this little square here. It's definitely taken. I can see that. It won't be as bright as my ends would have taken, of course not, but it will be enough to just kind of hold it off until I re-bleach it. You can almost see the band here, but there is some tonage that's happened in here. It'll be a bit of a softer silver. It won't be so like boom, you know. So I was kind of hoping, because as well I haven't been blonde for a long fucking time, like, and I was a little nervous on going blonde because I've been thinking about it for weeks and weeks because I wanted to redo my ends with a cool color. And then I thought I'll just wait until I've got extra money and then I can just, you know, bleach it and then maybe put a really cool color on, or maybe try some like neons and stuff, you know, some random colors or something. But yeah, so it is taken and it's kind of toned a little to a bit of a softer blonde. I don't think it's silver like my ends are like fucking white. But we'll know in a couple more days. As you can see, my ends will be this colour. They won't change. I've put this on my ends before. Hang on a moment. Yeah. It's an interesting sort of colour that it's coming out to be, but it might be alright. If I did a full tone, it might just softly transition it, bring it down until I re-bleach it. But what I'm thinking is I might just wait and re-bleach anyway because my new colours and stuff are coming. But that's what it looks like, and I've only had this toner on for a couple of minutes, so it's a softer sort of blonde. Still sort of ashy, Still has that ashiness to it, as you can see. It's kind of going to an ashy colour. I mean, it was that colour, and there's that silvery colour coming in here. It'll settle it. But yeah, not sure whether to redo it or not, but the toning, I think I might just let that one settle in and then tidy all this up, play with this later on in the piece. So otherwise, bye everyone. Okay, so it seems the obvious has happened. Sometimes things are so obvious, and I see it all the time online, all these people wondering what toners are best and da 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 da. You need to have your hair at this level if you want a toner to be working 100%. I've gone through toners all my life thinking, why are they not toning? Why is it not like white platinum or like silver? Because my hair was at a level like this that just had a bit too much orange in it, and then it tones down to another type of colour. So you can see my ends, the toner is stuck to it, has stained it, because obviously my ends are a lot longer. I mean, have been, you know, my ends are a lot more lifted. So this is the Fanola, no yellow. Excuse me, I've got like a hay fever thing going on, / like dick throat or something, I don't know, but it's fucking, my tonsils are like really swollen, it hurts to touch my glands, so I don't know, maybe I have the flu. But so yeah, like it will tone, of course it will tone, but it will tone it to a lower level. It won't be platinum white, you'll be back down a couple of levels. More neutralist, some people will like that because then it's like a more natural looking blonde, not so like bright colours and shit. So yeah, anyway, that's the Fanola. I left it on. I haven't even washed it out, but I know it will stick to it because I've done this before heaps of times with that Fanola. It's really good toner if you are already this colour. Like obviously my ends don't need toning because they are already fucking, you know, ice white blonde, silver. They've, a little bit of this bleach did run through into this, so they've got a little bit of bleach looking kind of tones to them, like a little bit of yellowing, if that makes sense, although it didn't actually rip them an asshole too badly, so I'm pretty impressed with that. I don't, you know, usually do things the right way, but most of the time I do things the fun way, so yeah, it came out alright. I'm gonna tidy this up, probably lift it once more. I'll probably only do another 20 volt for another half an hour, if that. At this level I probably won't even need it for more than 20 minutes. That's including application, mostly because this was left on for quite a long time in a bleach bath, so I got away with a 20 volt that lifted over like an hour, or you know, however long it fucking was. I can't quite not recall, but it just helped it keep taking and keep moving without damaging my hair. My hair still feels real soft and lovely. Even my ends still feel really soft, although they've had a bleach like kind of past them, you know, and sit on them for a second or so. So it's actually pretty good shit. It, you know, worked out well. So this is, yeah, Fanola's toner. As you can tell, this is what it looks like. It didn't tone it very nicely up the top, as per se. I don't know if it's just because I'm in a really dark room, but I'll put my head into the sunlight. But yeah, my aim is obviously this level all over, this level here all over, because I want to have that as my base, so then I can go and put all the colours on that I wanted to do. But yeah, so anyway, that's what it looks like at this level, at this stage. And as you can tell, it's not completely ginga-ringa, like really orange as per se. It's actually quite yellow, especially to the eye. It just has this hint of orange still to it. Although some parts have lifted really nicely, like maybe there was a different level underneath with my natural colour, I don't know, but yeah, so that's how that fucking worked anyway. So I will, you know, add through to this video soon, in the next few days in collage. I just thought I'd quickly show you the Fanola overnight. I haven't even washed it out. I'm not going to wash my hair for a few more days until I finish up this bleaching and finish up this whatchamacallit. This does have some ashiness to it, to a degree. Some of that blonde, as you can see, like it's definitely a couple levels down, but it's got ash to it. Look at that ash in there. So if you're looking for that sort of level of sandy beach looking blonde in here, that's a bit more, you know, flawless, and not so much this sort of blonde, that's all you need to do. 20 volt, leave it on your head in a bleach bath for like until it stops processing, pretty much. Just keep it wet, you know, we like it wet. But yeah, so this is, yeah, the results, and it's not too shabby. Some people might really suit this sort of colour. I don't actually think I suit that colour. I know the colours I suit, and I don't think that's one of them. It's just the wrong blonde for me. I go really brown in summertime as well. Like my tan's slowly coming through. Obviously I burnt my arm a good few times on the fireplace, but and that's like, I haven't been in the sun for like a couple months and I'm still fucking dark. Like my legs are fucking dark still, like, you know. I have quite a dark skin when I get brown, so certain colours just don't suit me. I usually just stick to a platinum, icy, silver, more or less, because then I can change the colours, which will help me over the year. You know, I'll go like a blue in winter, or like a purple in summer, or a lavender in summer. You know, like it's kind of how I've figured myself out. So anyway, that is Miss Fanola at her finest. I don't really know much about the Fanola products as per se. I know there's a lot of them. There's the no blue and the no orange. I mean, sorry, the no blue, they're the same fucking thing. The no blue and the no yellow versions, and I think I paid about 40 bucks for mine, brand new, offline. And just to show you that which one it is, it's the purple tag. So very, very, very strong stuff. I've used fudge, I've used them all, and I prefer Fanola. I think you guys did a great fucking job with that stuff. It's bloody brilliant. So yeah, this here is the result. It may vary on yourself, obviously, because if you lift quicker, if your hair is lighter, if you lift slower because your hair is darker, you're just going to have a different result. But it does still give it an ashy effect. It's just a little down the levels, you know. White blonde is here. Number 10, 11, 20 may as well be number 100 because it's the highest almost colour you can go, because otherwise your hair will just either be invisible or it might break off. So, you know, this is probably like a 9. I don't know. I don't want to say, because like some hairdressers might be like, nah mate, that's a fucking 8 with like a little bit of highlights of like 9s and 10s. But it's really close to a 10, like in different lights that you can see that white pale look coming through, but there's still this under grabbing sort of brassiness that I don't think I want. So anyway, there we go, and I will update the rest of this video once I do my colours and when things arrive in the mail. And yeah, I did mention earlier as well that this was Salon Smarts with bleach and toner, blue bleach and stuff, if you didn't already remember that. But yeah, so those are all the products that I've used, and I probably won't link them below because I can't be fucked necessarily. But anyway, so you guys all have a great day, and I'll be back with another fucking video. Yeah boy, so it arrived. So carrying on, if I can get comfy, carrying on from my last video, the test strand of the Fanola. at this level, I want to show you the African Violet on, obviously, the colour, base colour that every woman technically should go for when they go for a wicked colour like this, because it lasts longer, it looks more cool, you get the bright wow factor. I have seen women that are like, got wicked colours in their hair, and you think, fuck, you must have had it light, mate. But that is probably the better way to go. But if you're looking for a more subtle look, you can bleach it to this level for sure. So I'm going to show you this little bit here before I go and bleach it all over again the next 2 days. I wanted to show you what the Adore African Violet number 113 is going to do for you if you are this level. And as you can see, when the light hits it, it's dark looking here. When the light actually hits it, it's a lot lighter. So I'm actually not very many levels away from my ends. My hair is, like I said, still really soft. It feels soft. It's falling nicely. It's not dry or anything like that. It's actually not bad, considering I left the bleach on for probably like an hour or something stupid. I didn't even time it. At one point I thought it was about 2 hours I had it on for, but like I said before, it was a bleach bath, so I just let it go until it pretty much sat where I wanted it, and I knew it wasn't going to go again. Might have been able to go again on it if I wetted it, but I don't know, because it was a very low volume anyway. And this took a long time to show. It took about an hour before I really started to see some lifting. I thought, why not? I don't know. But so obviously I'm not like a fucking hairstylist or anything like that, but my hair is really healthy still. If you can see, it's got good bounce and good shine. It feels silky. So thankfully I didn't damage it. I'm not sure if that's because I used a really fucking good brand or a professional brand of bleachers. I didn't just use the supermarket stuff that dries out like crazy, by the way. And I never really liked that stuff anyway, as per se, considering the difference results that I'm getting with this. So I just want to show you, the difference in colour to my ends and to here. So I'll just open this up. Oh, it doesn't even have a fucking thing on it. Anyway, so it's really bold. I'm going to cough or puke, one of the two. Hang on. There's a burp. So I am I'm pretty excited about this. This is going to be pretty cool. I think the bottle's full, which is pretty cool. So it's pretty dark. I have tried a lot of different dyes, obviously, but I kind of like this dye because it lasted fucking ages in my hair, and it was like really deep and rich and bold in my last video because all of my hair was this colour and it went on that colour, and it faded to the wickedest purples you could ever imagine, lavenders and these styly, really cool poppy sort of look at that, it's already staining my hands. Like it's not anything else on that tip of that finger. It's just really prominent, and I wanted to try this colour in a different way this time. This is why I bought it again and re-bleached my hair, because I was actually just going to let it all grow out and just maybe go back to dark, because I've been blonde for like 10-15 years, if anyone knows who I am. Yeah. But so the crazy colour stuff is pretty good. Like, it's not bad. I found the pigment thing, I thought that was going to be like way cooler than what it was. I thought maybe a couple squirts and some conditioner would be like this sort of level of darkness. It really wasn't. You had to like fucking use half the bottle, and I already used half the bottle in the last one because I didn't realise that you couldn't put it just straight on your head. You actually have to mix it with something, and I was like, oh, I fucking knew that. But so I wasn't really a fan of the pigment thing. I was hoping that it would be quite kind of like mix it with a developer and you're getting that pigment, you know, if you put a 1 squirt in, you'll get just that level down. And I thought that's how it worked, but apparently not. I don't know, fuck knows. But so I tried the duo, and I don't think I'll turn back from this. I used to use fucking Arctic Fox like crazy. I used to use Arctic Fox. I bought like fucking heaps of bottles of that shit over the last few years. They're all actually just sitting on my countertop waiting to be recycled. But Arctic Fox is really good, but it just, the colour didn't last like this did. Or wasn't as powerful. It was a little, you know, down a notch, I guess you could say. This here has a wicked effect to it in the sunlight. And I really want to try some cool little contunchies with that type of product. So we'll get on to this instead of me telling my whole life fucking story, because I'm really good at doing that. I really am. I'm like a fucking professional at that specifically. But anyway, so it's really hot here today, so like very fucking hot. Well, it's not very, very, very hot. I have seen hotter. Oh my god, it's such a cool colour, mate. Mate, you fucking dreaming? Okay, like, it looks even cooler when I hold it up to the light. I said this last time in my last video with you guys about this, when I put this one on, and it was a real silly video, like the collaged it all kind of funny and hard to explain, but, so, this is like, reflective. Like, it looks like fucking, this is like UV almost looking, but, you know. So I'm just going to test stream this up, and, I don't know, add it into this video later. It's going to be, cool either way. Surely. And maybe this time I won't need to use a whole bottle. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. I'm not really too phased if I get this on other parts, because I got to re-bleach anyway, and I'm, you know, it's a really minor job if you know what you're doing. So, it smells kind of like some shampoos that I've used. It's not like, yeah, it's powerful, so this should really do a fuckload more damage to that ginger as what that Fanola did, because the Fanola is nowhere near as prominent or as powerful as this purple. Purple, because yeah, it's just nowhere near it. So anyhow, I'll just quickly finish this up and do some editing and go back and do my homework, because I have lots of homework I have to do. You can definitely tell that some parts are not as bright as the rest, which is what I personally am not interested in. When this all washes out, for example, if I were to just keep my roots at this level, it wouldn't be that bad. Like, it would, like I said earlier, this turned out to be still quite ashy, although it's actually still sort of at quite a deep level. It's got some lightness to it, but there's still some orange in there, so a blue would probably do a bit of a more job. You could probably do it twice over in a couple of months, and you'd have pretty toned hair, but it depends what you want, obviously. So I think that's pretty soaked on there. Let me have a gingan on the other side. No, look, I've missed the spot. Fucking useless, Sarah. Fucking useless. I am useless. My leg is going fucking dead, eh? Sitting here like this. I thought I was real good at this sort of shit. Being on my knees. No, I'm just playing. It just felt like the right time to do that. But anyway, so that colour right there is like beautiful. It's such a wicked colour. It looks like jack shit on the camera, but I tell you what, honeys, that is like fucking UV. It looks like UV fucking. It's just such a cool colour. It actually goes quite far up, so maybe it might, this here, oh my toes, jeez. They're fucking numb. Hopefully it will take really cool and won't look too shabby or too obvious, the change here, because in the sunlight, if you were to look at someone's hair properly in the sunlight, if you took the fucking time, you can see the differences in colours and variations, and you'll be like, you know, I've seen some pretty bad bleach jobs, and you know, you just want to go in there with a fucking with it and fix everything up. But anyway, me and my excited self, I can't fucking handle it, guys. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. But yeah, so this is gonna be fucking an experiment and a half. Along with the fact that my knee / my foot is dead as fuck from sitting on it. I got a booger in my nose or something, I don't know. I'm just gonna go for a hootie walkie outside. My fucking feet are so dead numb right now. We'll just stay out here for a second and let the camera settle, because I had this problem last time. I couldn't. Oh, that is such a cool colour. Fucking hell, eh? I haven't been this colour for so long. It is just so I'm gonna try and hold the camera like this. I know it's a stupid way to do it, but it is so bright. I just want you to see the sun flaring, like, you know, flare on it. The glow is incredible. Like, it's fucking so cool, man. Okay, hang for. I'm gonna go try some shady spots and some non-shady spots. And this won't even need to be on for long. I could wash it out in like a minute and it would be the same fucking colour. Right. Oh my god. It's not really helping, is it? How if we hold it in the sun and we stand in the shade? No? No? Yes? No? I don't know. Either way, guys. Oh, it's just like this. If you can imagine, like, you know, like fucking UV purple, or like the brightest purple you can think of. That's what it looks like. And I know in my last video is about the same colour. It was it was a little different because it was on different parts of my hair, and I was saying to you guys, I was like, oh my god, it's so fucking dark. And I was like, oh, it's so dark, like it's not gonna look as cool as I wanted it to, and I couldn't show it on the camera. Just this, like, the piercingness of it when it hits the light. I just can't justify it. Maybe it's because I've only got like an Oppo and my camera's real shit or something, but I don't know how to show you. And this is what I had trouble with last time, but I'll show you to the best of my ability. Oh wow, in my car reflection I can just see it's very prominent in here still, so I think it might take quite nicely. I don't know yet. I might have to add that piece in too, since we've fucked with it. This is so fun. Okay, so what I will do, people, is I'll leave this for like half an hour or something stupid. Oh my god, it looks like I've been attacked. It's bold. It's so bold. Like, it's bold, especially when you've just gone light, and it's like there's this rinsing fucking bright purple in here. It's really crazy. Anyway, hopefully you have seen at least a little bit of it or whatever, but I will show you once it's washed out, and I will edit some shit, and we can go from there. Again, just in case you can't see. I might try it with my camera around the other way next time. It might be better. I don't know. But it hasn't dried out yet. My ends kind of have, but oh well. Anyways, another quick update. So I've washed it, and it has taken in here, and some parts are actually really grey. Like, there's actually a piece in here that went like grey, like dark grey. There it is. In here there's like this greying effect. When I look at it in my eyes, it's grey. My ends are like the vibrant purple you could imagine. There's a couple different purples in here. Some parts are kind of like a pinky purple, like there. Some parts are quite deep. That part there is quite grey. So, you know, that's what it will look like if you did it at this level of whatchamacallit. Now I want to do some other stuff to my hair, so I'm just gonna again show you in the light. I might have to take a couple pictures and snap it in between, but it's kind of alright. Like, you know, I can deal with it. It's not the end of the planet, but it's again just a different purple in my roots. This here is obviously the Fanola parts that I toned, and you can see I didn't obviously tone that part, but that part there got into it. but it's kind of ashy still, and it's just another level of ash, a darker level of ash. So yeah, this here really took, and it will stay that colour, I would imagine. It's obviously not as bright as my ends, and will never be as bright as my ends. That is the colour that I'm aiming for, but that is what it looks like. And it is wet right now, so, you know, when it dries off a little bit, but you'll probably see that when I finish up my hair. You know, and whatnot. I didn't even take it right to the roots because I'm not really too phased with this. This was just a test really. It's a wicked colour, the African violet. You'll never get a purple like that anywhere else, I don't think. I don't even think fucking Arctic Fox's purple is that bold. It's a little dark considering I just went blonde in the last few days. It's a little like, ooh. But hey, that is just how it goes. So that is what it looks like though. Obviously my ends are like fluorescent. They took really beautifully. And I wanted to try something else. So this will be the end of this video, and I will see you guys most likely next time. If I see you or don't. But yep. So this is what it looks like.